Dreams of a Dead Engine. Ah, they're doing the source crash thingy. Do not attempt anything in this video. He said that before. He said that before. Oh wait, I have to go intercept, don't I?
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. What?
Wait, what? Oh, he's fighting in Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, I think. Oh my god. I've never actually seen, like, footage or gameplay of Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. Let me go back. So I'm assuming he's fighting with, like, all the people inside his server as a community-based thing. But my assumption is that something is happening in the back. What happened last time? I forgot what happened last time in here. There was something about, like... Oh, shoot, I'm trying to remember. This was like 2-3 weeks ago. Thanks for clocking in, Billy. Thanks for clocking in, Scorch. The other tank anime is like Girls in Panzer, but that's like... Yeah, it's like sports, World War II sports. Yeah, it was Deep Snow Delivery. Sky Ghost, Lost Coast, I remember that much. We covered that like up in the first video. The second time we watched this, what did they cover? I might have to like go back a little bit. Let's see. Entity Death. I just want to like skip through here and see, remember. There was something about a door. I remember a door. Thank you for clocking in, Moonstorm. There was a door. Where did they discover the door in again? Right. Someone uploaded, like, there was a server on TF2. There was a custom community server on TF2 that was a link to the mystery that someone uploaded. And in the background, he got his entire Discord community to basically try to like figure out what was going on with that server, because it tied into like I think it tied into like the source void, because from what I remember correctly, I think inside the source void, the game had crashed. There was a door that he could open in VR because he picked up a key. He couldn't pick up a key normally, but he picked up a key in VR and he inserted it into the door and he walked through the door. I think that's what happened last time. Yeah, it was really cool because like he got his entire like actual real Discord community, not like a fictitious one, like his actual community to participate inside the ARG, which is pretty cool.
Backwards.
You want
it? Doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, I remember that's coming back to me. So he opened the VR door, and then he went through, and then I think that's where the video ended. It was kind of a cliffhanger, I guess.
your buttons?
Okay, I think we're mostly caught up. I mean, they're probably gonna reiterate what happened, like, for the last episode, and probably gonna explain some loose ends, because I think this is the finale. This is gonna be the finale for the entirety of the series. If there are any loose ends, then it's probably gonna be like resolved in like the sequel series, if it's related, and I'm assuming it's probably gonna be related.
Whoa! Whoa.
What's that noise? That's the
Oh,
Half-Life 2. Ah! Wait, what? That's not the same
I'm sorry, what?
cube? Hey, wait, that's the graffiti's not there.
What's that supposed to be? Why is there a Q?
I wouldn't toss away the cube. That probably is the key to the entire mystery right now.
Well, okay. Interlope. Get S interlope hole 27015.
If I think I remember this correctly, I think the interlope command could only open like for a little bit, for like 24 hours or 8 hours, one day a year. Last time we did this, because I think what happened was that when he solved, I guess, that entire thing, and he went through the door initially, with Sky Ghost, every single game kind of reverted back to normal. Like nothing was like corrupted any longer. And I think Sky Ghost either went inside that door and went back to the source void, or, well, it severed his entire connection with the entire like mystery. Though I do wonder like if he ever attempted to try to go back into the source void again. Hey, Gushi.
Oh my god, it's working.
Q maps?
Uh,
Hey, Damska.
a new type? Type 7.
Type 7. Type 7.
I was not expecting this right now.
There's like type 1 through 5, and then there was a type 6, which is like that weird static camera. Type 7. That was like a static demo. Actually, I guess that's more like a type 6 demo. That's what happened last time when we were inside that one room with the weird music.
No. Was it?
Are they all?
Another one?
They're all like this.
What?
6 Q maps. That's water.
Why are they all like this?
Something must have changed since he went
All of
there and
them.
there. Maybe it's like they're trying to communicate with him specifically. In the game Half-Life 2, there exists an ongoing mystery that has remained unsolved for 20 years. It's Bing Bong. Bing Bong from Peak. There were some weird entities last time that we saw when he was exploring the source void. Namely, there was the Sky Ghost, obviously. There was that one weird NPC slash player character guy that had like a physics gun. I don't know what his deal was. He acted really weird down there. And then there was that weird creature, giant creature glitching character that was trying to point him. That was trying to point him like toward like someplace, but he couldn't because it was like blocked off. Spave, I think that's what it was called. Like he asked what his name was, and then he called himself Spave, and then like he was like really nice, and he said "fuck off." The Interloper Files, Part 30. 4. It's all culminated into this. Interloper 8, 9. Oh my god, dude. Right, A, B, C, D, E. This was such a long series. Holy crap, man. Oh. Hey, Fef. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. The funny cat raid. The funny cat raid. Oh, you came in at the perfect time. We're about to start Interloper, the finale for that funny RG we started back in October. It's been going for a long time. Hey, Tokage. Thanks for clocking in. Yeah, it's Interloper. If this might be the finale of the series, so we're gonna see finally what weird Shadow Man creature in Gmod actually is. Finally, you know, all those times people saw weird shadow creature, this is it. This is why. And if you guys need to get some rest after your stream, I totally understand. What are you guys doing? I'll give you a shout out real quick. Hold on. Race Driver Grid. More racing game? I tried playing racing games once. Never again. I suck at them. Hey, Pacholi. Thanks for hocking, kid. Thanks for hocking, Krusty. I'll hang about while I cook dinner before work. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm watching scary videos and playing shooty games before work because I just had like a 5 to 6 hour nap. Going vroom vroom. Why people ruin my League of Legends rank games? Any thoughts? Maybe the problem is not the people. Maybe the problem is what would they call it? Introspective for you, my guy. Just wanted to do a short stream to test the new CPU. It works. Hell yeah, dude. My computer has not been doing it proper for like a little bit now. I have a 3070 Ti, but it's been chugging for a couple of games. Like I noticed it with a lot with like Onirism. unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to upgrade soon. Racing games are chill if you ignore PvP, but isn't that the whole point of racing games, you know? I was nearly finished the grid, so I just polished out for tonight. Now I get to relax and cook some food. Powered by Source. Oh yeah, also, yeah, you can pretend you're Ryan Gosling. And you say you drive. Yeah, we're watching a video on YouTube. This is the finale for Interloper ARG. There's something weird about the Source engine. Wait, was that the... Was that the weird, creepy downtown, map? Okay, it wasn't. I thought it was. The funny map that, like, everyone uses whenever they think, like, man, it's so weird that how this map that's meant to be made in multiplayer is so empty. It feels like I'm being watched all the time. There's something weird about the barrel streams. Yeah, this guy streams at, like, godforsaken hours in the morning. They're doing it. Some people have described it as a sort of uncanny emptiness. Others describe it like it's a haunting, lonely graveyard. Well, the feeling that you get is because these are meant to be made in multiplayer. So when you're not playing multiplayer, it's all huge and empty. I've been playing Source games for most of my life. I've probably spent more time immersed in Source engines than in my own home even. But I've always found the general atmosphere somewhat relaxing. Peaceful even. That was, however, until 2021, when I discovered the Interloper mystery. Thanks for calling me in, recap. And I realized that there was something really weird and unsettling underneath this world I grew up in. And after 4 years of investigation, man, this started 4 years ago? I'm finally ready to put it all together. Don't try this at home, kids. This video will be brief. He says it's brief. Brief! 2-hour video, brief, by the way. I'm going to go over everything I found over the past 4 years, and then I'm going to give my final thoughts on this mystery and end my investigations. First, let's talk about Sourcebox.
Okay, so I've practically finished this video now. I thought I would be ready to, like, just
he's meta. He's becoming meta about it.
But I'm getting that itch again. You know, I always get that itch. So I think I'm not gonna do this yet. Let me just... There's some things I want to go look into, so let's just start from here. Okay.
You know what's really funny? He's doing a video of, like, the software for making another video. I still think from Interloper 9 to Interloper A is a weird sequence name change. I couldn't understand why, because I don't know if he intended for the series to go as long as it did. But, you know, doing Interloper 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 might kind of get a little bit, like, much. So going from, like, 1 to 9 to A to F, like, you know, numerical to alphabetical, it makes it feel a bit more like, you know, it can go on a little bit more than it, like, needs to.
Because I'm pretty sure I found something weird that I wasn't expecting, but I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get a clip of it.
Get a clip of it. Maybe Skybox is still inside, or Skyghost still inside his PC. I know this map too. This is also like a community map, I think.
Can you hear that? Okay, so I don't know if you can hear that. It's very quiet, but there's a new sound on this map.
I'm turning it up, and if he jump scares me, I swear to God.
Here.
I hear it.
Probably have hundreds of hours just on this.
Wait, I actually heard it. I heard it just now. I think it was like a sparkly sound. Yeah, It's really, really faint. It's on the right side of, well, from my side. On my end, it's on the right side of my earphone, but I can do it one more time. He's probably gonna mention it again. Yeah, that's the sound. That's the sound that happens whenever there's like a what do you call it? An interloper, the umbrella guy, the umbrella man.
Ah. Can you hear that? Okay, so I don't know if you can hear that. It's very quiet, but there's a new sound on this map. Now, I know that's not normally here.
There it is again.
Probably have hundreds of hours just on this map alone. This has been my favorite map since I first downloaded like Garry's mod, basically. And I know that I am hearing a sound that is not normally on this map.
Hey, 3.
You know, I was just recording some B-roll here, and I swear to God, I keep hearing something.
So Sky Ghost might still be inside his PC then.
I don't know.
Or some other like umbrella guy.
Where it's coming from.
Umbrella
I know
man.
it's not the soundscape. I know it's not. So what is that?
Halo's coming out on PS5. Yeah.
Okay, so
PS5 won
I
the
know I'm not
console
going
wars, I guess.
crazy, because now I'm pretty sure I heard metal barrels.
Me?
I don't hear it anymore. But at this point, my suspicion is that whatever this is, whatever's making the sound, is not the soundscape, but it's outside the map. So you know what?
Time to no clip.
I'm just gonna go look outside the map.
Oh god, the Fulbright. Ah,
Like, is there
shit.
something there?
Ah, too
Should there
bright.
even be anything outside the map? Let's find out.
Xbox is doing like really shooting themselves in the foot right now with a lot of decisions, so it might be.
Ridiculous thing I've seen in this engine so far.
It might be. It might be the death for
All
them.
of
Who
this.
knows?
And I'm almost certain that this is source. What? Just out here in the void? It's like
Yeah, it's metal barrels clanging.
here?
Oh, what the? Oh.
And it crashed my game. Now, typical.
Thanks for clocking in, Tio. Hey, Dolphin.
Weird stuff happening in the void. Now, if you've been following my videos on this topic for a long time, you probably know that indicates one thing. This is certainly interloper related.
Well, yeah, because it was inside the source, like, void. How's he saying this blinded thing is his favorite source, his favorite map? I've played that map before, online, on multiplayer. It's not typically that bright, from what I've seen.
And in this case, I think the contributing factor is Sourcebox.
I remember this from the
right off
end of
bat,
last
I was
video.
able to figure out that the weird sound thing only happens when this program is running. Which kind of indicates to me that Sourcebox is somehow interacting with source games behind the scenes. Now, there's not a lot of functions within Sourcebox. This is kind of the bulk of it. I call this one the tracker. And I call it that just because this one kind of appears to be tracking something.
Interloper is just a moderation AI to take out the player's view clipping. It's a bit more than that. We've gone through like 7-8 hours of like interloper footage, and trying to like sum it up all would be. It would be hard to do it like in a couple of sentences. I can safely say that much.
I'm assuming this is like inside the void. You could say this is the void side that we're looking at here. And it seems to be tracking something called
Interlope.
Which is
He did it. He said the name. He said the name.
Around. All over. It's just kind of a
Oh,
weird.
hey Dante. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Hold on, I'll give you a shout real quick. How was your stream, guys? Or how was your stream tonight? What are you guys doing? Games and demos. Were you guys checking out some of the Next Fest stuff? I'm assuming. Twitch 8-year viewers, they tend to do that sometimes. I know there's been a lot of like people really having a problem with Twitch and their view count versus the actual true view count. It's kind of annoying sometimes. It's a bit too early to say this, but happy Halloween. I said Happy Halloween at the start of like October, and people were like really confused for a second. I was even playing a spooky game. I said Happy Halloween, and they were like, what are you talking about?" So what were you guys doing tonight, Dante? Were you guys just like messing around in demos, or were you doing something more than that? Just hanging around, chilling? Which I totally understand. We're also kind of relaxing tonight too. We're watching Interloper, the ARG, the finale specifically. It's culminating in a lot of stuff, and trying to summarize it is a no easy task. Cleaning up the rest of the demos from the Next Fest. Last time I played Next Fest was like last year, or maybe at the beginning of this year. It was nice, it was fun, but like I hated being teased for a game that I would really like, and like just not being able to play until like another 3 or 4 years after it's fully released. I hate that feeling. So unless there's like a good, huge, amazing demo, I've just decided that like I'm probably not gonna play any more demos for a while. Beetlejuice, Corpse Bride. Those are pretty good Halloween movies. Only energy I remember was messing with a site called thisisnotporn.com. I would hope it's not. With an ARG like ARGs usually have some pretty funky names sometimes. I think there was a couple of other ones I was interested in trying out and looking into, but this is like a web series ARG, so it's easier to track. Anything beyond just like or anything that goes more into depth of like investigations or like Google Docs of like people trying to pull together information. That's a bit beyond my capabilities. But I mean, I like these ones though. I like this one. It has everything to do with Source Engine, and I love Source Engine. I kind of grew up watching people play Source Engine. I played Source Engine myself, so it's really at home for me.
Program, and I don't really get the function of it at the moment. There's this cube. If you click on the cube, it turns blue. This doesn't seem to really do anything. It also doesn't seem to have any effects on Source games at all. It just seems kind of pointless.
Not Prawn? I don't know that
Maybe it
game,
does
Not
something I
Prawn.
just don't understand yet.
It's more like a puzzle game though, so
And
it's beyond me.
So the sphere just kind of breaks it. It kind of gets stuck like this, and then you just have to restart. The warning right there is complaining about a missing graphics driver.
That happened before. I remember this. There was an error he ran into when he was using his Project Skybox application. He pressed a key when what's his name? Idomona. He was talking to Idomona. He pressed a key, and it did like a top-down perspective. And then afterwards, he pressed another key, and I think it just like froze. It didn't freeze his game, but it like kind of broke all the textures in his game. And it said he was missing a driver. The game itself still worked, but he just couldn't really see or interact with stuff because he didn't know what was going on. Which is kind of similar here. Thanks for clocking in, Muyu. Why don't you cosplay as yourself for Halloween? What makes you think I haven't? Why is there no love in Interloper for Dark Messiah? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of Source Engine games in here. A lot of ones that you would not think would be in a Source Engine ARG. Like, we had Dota. I don't know how the hell this man managed to fit Dota into, like, the Source spooky horror ARG, but he did. So, I think it's just a matter of, like, what sounded or looked interesting or cool at the time. Because the mechanics in Dota, the stuff inside Dota, like the entire map, did play a part into like what was happening inside the source void.
Now, believe me, I've tried a lot of things to try and fix that, but I can't really figure it out.
I know this seems really confusing. I'm confused too. But hear me out.
So back in Interloper 9, I came up with a really good analogy for this. It's like puzzle pieces. So
What the?
this piece kind of represents the whole...
Okay, I get it. This guy's really, really good at source filmmaker. You didn't have to go this fucking hard. Oh my god. You didn't have to go this fucking hard for like a visual just for like explaining something inside his video.
Weird void outside the void thing, like the invisible void, where I can
Jesus
see it, but
Christ.
I can't see it, right? And then this piece,
He started talking like
presents
Interloper
source
3, I
box.
think, 2 or 3.
I kind of compared it to like, you have puzzle pieces that, you know, they don't make sense, but somehow these things just happen to fit together. So
I wonder if this is actually Source Filmmaker, or if he's like doing some type of like VR capture inside like, I don't know, Source 2 or something. It's too smooth, I think, for VR, so maybe it is just like Source Filmmaker.
what else can we add to this picture? Can we possibly make sense of this image? Let's find out.
It'd be hard to do. Yeah, but what else? Blender? Maybe it's Blender? Thanks for clocking in, like it. I can't finish this video until I can put this together. The following anomaly took place a few days before I uploaded Interloper E, though I didn't record it at the time. Uh-oh.
Normally, CGE 7193, if you remember from the last Interloper, is just a normal Team Fortress 2 server. You know, it's just the exact same server as it always was. Nothing had really changed. And this happened, again, while I was actually in the middle of editing Interloper E, getting the video ready. You know, nothing really out of the ordinary here, which makes sense because
I don't
I'm not
like this
exactly
map.
doing anything.
Like, historically in this map, a lot of things have gone horribly wrong every single time someone's played this map. Whether it's inside like a demo file, or he's exploring it, like, or Idamono is exploring it himself. Something about this map, there's always something that happens where it's like an anomaly happens, or some weird creatures inside the map, and I feel like it's probably not going to be any different here.
Anything different yet. Now, check this out. What if we launch Sourcebox?
Yeah, Sourcebox causes like some weird
When you try to join
Weird
CGE
stuff to
while
happen inside
having
the game.
Sourcebox running, this happens. Seem familiar?
Isn't that that's the thing that happens when you connect to when he was inside the source void and he's trying to use interlope, I think, right?
So this is very reminiscent of what happened in Interloper 4, except the buttons are a little different. And the one on the top says Ordinance, which like, okay, that's weird already.
Loadouts?
Again. You get a pop-up box saying, CD key validation, please use a valid input device or generate an input field.
So for those of you who have played TF2, TF2 was not always free, right? TF2 you had to pay for at some point, and you probably had to pay for like you know, an actual CD key online, or like you had to have an actual physical CD with the CD key itself. I wonder if this was like required initially at some point.
With this button,
Yeah, it's part of the orange box. Remember that. I had
Not
the
really
physical
thinking too much
orange box
about
copy
that.
on Xbox.
I just kind of clicked generate input field. And upon doing so, it closed my game. Sourcebox is still running, by the way. However, unbeknownst to me, something happened on the server the instant that I pushed that button.
Oh, that's what happened before. Ask at. Oh,
2 more doors were added to the Ask map.
this is
Well,
like
that, and
the
also
puzzle
name
they're trying to
was
figure out as a
updated to
community.
Ask. You'll notice there's this one, the
Bullseye.
and then this one, the one that looks like a line grid array. I still remember people were messaging and pinging me over and over when they kind of noticed that this happened, and I was like, huh? What are you talking about? So first, let's go into this door. The line grid array door takes you to this map, which is appropriately titled
Entry
Ordinance.
point to
There's
Ordinance.
just a pop-up that keeps popping up, sound, and a bunch of buttons, where if you stand on top of those squares, they function a lot like controller buttons, but they don't really do anything. And then, if you go into the other door, Bullseye, this one takes you to a map called View. This is actually a map that we found before by doing like data scraping on the server. However, what was interesting is that this map updated, and now there's like an animated texture being displayed on
That's
top.
the source void that appeared when he connected, or his Portal 2 got corrupted, I think. When his Portal 2 got corrupted, or was it Portal 2? Maybe it was Portal 1, I can't remember. When his Portal game got corrupted, he ended up in here for a second. Do you know why VR is still a niche market to this day? Because the entry level, the pricing for VR is still stupidly high. Like, we're getting better tech for VR, but that does not make it any cheaper. Is this a TF2 mod? This is not a TF2 mod. This is a... How do you describe this? This is a web horror ARG series taking place inside their source engine, is the best way I can put it.
Top of the screen.
Side
You can
paper.
see it kind of looks like there's some checkerboards moving.
I am calculating.
So that's odd. These two things updating together at the same time. A controller that doesn't do anything, and an animated texture
Oh!
hidden on a map.
Oh, okay, maybe... My guess... He needs 2 people with this. At least 2 people. One person will be in the controller map, and one person will be here guiding whoever is in here. Yeah, I think this might be a camera, possibly. I don't know how they did that as a texture, but that's my assumption so far.
Map. Right away, as you would imagine, the first thing that we tried to do was push buttons on the controller. So we tried some controller inputs. The Ordinance Controller turns out to actually be pretty simple. It just has simple controls for going up and down on X, Y, and Z. It has an A, B, and C button, which do various little predefined actions.
They made...
And then there's a render.
They made like a fucking controller in Source. Oh, okay. A hardware-esque controller in Source that controls something in a completely different map in a completely different server. Didn't they explain that room was like a pinhole camera? I think they did, but it might have been for like a different part of the ARG. I think this is for something else entirely. Kind of like using a fiction for real stuff. Kind of like that, yeah. An ARG specifically is kind of like a series being told to you, the viewer, but you have limited input as to where to take the story as directed by the person who created the ARG.
Button. So the first thing that was tried is pushing the A button, then X down, and then render.
Render.
Now, initially, after doing those inputs, we didn't really see anything new or different happen. However, about 6 or so hours later,
6 to 12 hours,
we found
Jesus.
out that the texture on view had updated again. And now, on the view map, you would see this.
Oh my god, that is like 3 frames a second. Using Ordinance and View, the community would collectively conduct the 4th Void expedition. Except we could actually see and control the true Void. Are they really gonna... Are they really gonna control... is that really gonna be the camera down there? It'd be kind of hard to... It'd be kind of hard to, like, tell what's going on. When you play a source game, everything you see and interact with is contained within a sort of shoebox or skybox. However, if the conditions are just right, your game instance will connect to the void side. Oh, so that's how he explains it. So not anyone can connect to like the source void, like the true connected source void. Most of the time, if you try to do it yourself, I mean, the game will just crash or you just go into the infinite. But for like his perspective, since he's gotten very lucky, all of his games so far, including like being inside emulation or otherwise, has connected to the source void somehow. Though it will be completely invisible, the area outside your game will expand. There have been previous times where we found the ways to actually see this hidden world. I also wonder if you need an active internet connection to access the source void. I'm assuming, Like all the people who like managed to connect to like, I guess, who managed to interlope, I guess way back in like 2006 or 7 when this first happened. Oh shit, what happened? Oh shit, whoa, whoa. Okay. Hold on. My my monitor, oh god. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. What the hell? What? Whoa, whoa, what the fuck happened? Oh, gee. Okay, sorry, sorry, sorry. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna restart everything. Everything's just like messing up right now. What the hell? I this is perfect. This is a perfect time for the entirety of like my shit to start crashing. That was a bit spooky. Sorry about that. The computer's fighting. I'm being interloped. Help. This is actually kind of weird. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't know. Let me put this back to normal again. Okay, there we go. Hopefully it won't be as weird as before. Okay, there's that. I got interloped. They know they don't like me talking about what's going on. Isn't that what happened in like one episode specifically? Actually, there was an episode where there was an episode where he was like streaming like what was going on in like a game when he was interloping, and then like his stream went down, and he thought it was like a third party. He thought it was like a third party that was like interfering with him for a second. Okay, that was a bit weird. That was actually kind of spooky. I think it's just my monitor, like, just not working properly, because I have had problems with this before, but... Man, that's some crazy-ass timing. Thank you for the follow, Apex Bussy Blaster. Thank you. Alright. Please don't crash on me again. Though finding a new method to explore the void again is incredibly difficult. So the Ordinance exploration proved to be incredibly insightful. A community leader by the name of Lunascape created a web portal at gaq9.com/view, which documents every render and movement we made on the server over the course of about 2 months! Oh my god. So he's working with his server over the course of 2 months to make this video. This is just applying quantum physics and boom, this is like alternate universes and shoeboxes. I don't think it's quantum physics. It goes a bit beyond that. Like the overarching story is that Valve wanted to make like a very, very huge and interconnected world. For lack of better like name, the best way I can put it is that, oh man, they basically wanted to do metaverse back in like 1990. That was the intention for Source, but the software, or well, I guess their vision was held back by the fact that their software and hardware was just not able to be caught up with their ideas, their vision at the time. So what you really have with Source now is kind of like the leftover remnants of what their initial idea was. Having an entire like game universe be connected to each other through their Source engine. That's sort of kind of what's happening with like Metaverse right now or something like that. I think this entire like investigation is sort of kind of like, you know, how it all ties into each other. Thanks for clocking in, Mode. The Ordinance exploration was incredibly interesting, so I encourage you to check these renders out yourself and come to your own conclusions. He probably has like a playlist or something, doesn't he? Oh, on the site, yeah. For the sake of this video, I'm going to keep things brief. So let's begin with the start of the expedition. Spave. Okay, this is a lot more smooth than I thought it would be. What the hell? Neat scene here. Project Skybox. Interloper for the live investigation by Anomidae, example A. Omitting information regarding what happened when the stream went down. What? Wait. What? Template 3. It's almost like this video is kind of like spliced together like haphazardly. Like it just cut off all of a sudden, right? That doesn't seem like it was intentional. And the fact that it has like scene here makes me think that like something must be going on behind the scenes. Because it's showing now, it's telling us that there's information here that's from episode 4 that was not shown like on stream or maybe even on video. That was when his portal crashed and how he could connect to like Interloper through different games, I think. Oh, on the bottom right, I'm kind of covering it. Hold on, give me a sec. Go over here for a second. Alright, it starts walking. Bottom right starts walking. There's a doorway. He goes through the doorway. Oh. Falls through.
No. And there it goes. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Crashed OBS too.
So, how's he recording then?
Looks like the stream is dead.
You didn't see this before last time.
Okay. I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? Alright, how about
So this is all stuff taken that we didn't see in the video itself on episode 4. Where is he connecting to?
Huh?
Skybox?
What is this?
Ordinance. Wait, that's what we just saw just now. Wait, what's that say? Please use ord_ren to ping your computer or your container and make sure your connection is good before trying to push network updates. Networking issues during merges make James very angry, and he will come to your desk and slap you with a fish. Okay. This game was kind of like an in-joke. Maybe for the source? Maybe for like the developers? I guess? I think it kind of looks like one of those things that were never meant to be pushed to the public because they were like messing around with each other in development. Hey Shrimple, hi Gib. The weird just chatting. More like just react andying, I guess. OBS is dead, but Fraps never died. Actually, that would be very, very in... That would make sense for him if OBS did actually crash, but like his he had another like way to capture like footage specifically in case OBS started crashing. Heartbeat ord_ren. Oh. the hell? Render?
Hold on a second.
What the fuck?
I know what this is. No, I know exactly what this is. This was probably around like 2012, because that's me, and that's Jeff or like Howard the Duck or whatever his name was. I forgot.
Hey,
I
they're
remember
doing
this.
those human ladder thingies from Source.
Huh? You're not kidding.
Thank you for the follow, Vel Nava. Thank you for the follow, Tao 2000. Welcoming, guys.
So it actually is.
It actually is what? Anomie has left certain things out of his videos as a means to try and keep certain aspects of F-Ski away from public scrutiny. So he was hiding or obscuring stuff from the public in case someone was trying to like mess with, oh, I see. Because he thought that there was like a third-party interference going on, so maybe he thought like if he talked a bit too much about certain stuff, then he might get like, I guess, taken offline or even like copyright strike, I guess, possibly. Are you playing? We're not playing anything right now. We're just watching spooky stuff. Gooby's cool. Though on occasion he fabricated a fact in order to keep others away from investigating Interloper.
This is making this a lot harder to do, but
Wait.
eventually.
Oh. Wait. Wait. Rewind? What? He fabricated a fact to keep others away from investigating. So he didn't sabotage his investigation. He was hiding information from the general public so that they couldn't access Interloper themselves in order, I guess, for some reason. I would assume that just so that people don't like get their PCs like, you know, infected with whatever this is. But whoever's compiling like this video did this without Anomi's like knowledge. Like this is something that was discovered after the fact, I guess.
This is making this a lot harder to do.
Yes, this is
But
an
eventually
ARG.
we do
Source
get
ARG.
into the alleyway, and next you can see that there's like a door or something here. It's kind of blocking the access. So we input an ACAB and we open the door. You can see it's kind of weird. It's like a
Key?
It's like a cutscene, like something you'd see out of like a Myst game or something. Kind of interesting.
Pets Cup. I would like to watch Pets Cup at some point.
It flashes white, which leads us into the next render.
Isn't that the death?
Which is
the death sound effect?
This one. So, right off the bat, we weren't really sure what was happening here. So we threw in some inputs, and you can see X up, Y up, and then Z down.
Oh,
right.
that might be
You can see it kind of goes.
That might be the combination they need to use in order to open to get the next part inside that server. You ever see the I Love Bees ARG? I know about that, but I don't think we can really consume media from that because it's a full-fledged ARG. You know, it's something that you kind of have to, like, you know, go to that site and see it happen in real time, which, I mean, that shit was like 20 plus years ago. I don't think it exists anymore. You probably watch a video essay on that or something.
Up and to the right, you know, and it leaves like a little trail behind it. So we do some more of that. Here. We just go up and around, and you can see it's like a...
Wait!
It's like a drawing program.
That's the thing that we saw at the start of the video. That's the sign. That was the weird sign that was there in place of the Interloper graffiti.
Or something that we somehow accessed. And then right away we noticed that there's like a button off to the right. And so when we ran into
Save and quit.
You could see it like opened a menu or something, asking like to save and quit.
Source
So the
box
community took
UI?
a poll, and they decided that they were going to try and see what happens if they pushed B to save and quit. So we came back, and this is what happened after we pushed B. Like, did this,
Alright, the game
and then
crashed.
suddenly that happened. And from this point on, the server wasn't taking any more inputs.
I mean, you just quit the
Ordinance
program.
stopped working after this. So this was just more or less the end of the investigation in terms of Ordinance.
How many times has this investigation
although
ended?
this happened, the result was very interesting on my end.
Thanks for clocking in, Mini. Yeah! It appeared in this game. Oh. It's out of order, I see. Interloper returned. Kind of. So the interloper command returned after, basically, he discovered what was going on inside his Half-Life. Hold on. It's hard to put this into a timeline, I guess. He was playing around. No. No. That happened after. He explored what was going on with the interloper after he saw that sign there, and he started messing around with the commands. So what caused him to join that server? What? Is this so weird? Let me get a drink real quick. Along with this new oddity, the command also began to function again. As you saw at the beginning of this video. So I might be wondering, how come I haven't been generating a new batch of demos over the past months, and the thing is I have. Hey, Valerie. It's just that for some reason, almost every demo I've seen so far has been this brand of new Type 7 variety. Sitting in place, holding like Hue map, test weapon, bell sounds on repeat. Either short or quite long. Which is just another new anomaly to add to the growing pile of anomalies. You might be wondering, what about the time limit? Well, oddly enough, there is no time limit this time. Yeah, we have a Type 7 now, but it's very static. Interloper 2. Oh. Okay. The people who are doing Project Sandbox, these guys are figuring out what Anomidae was hiding from the public. Not even hiding, he was purposely obscuring or changing information so that we could not, we I guess, as the audience, could not, like, investigate further. This is all in retrospect. Fabricating a console command to cover up a known Type 5... Wait, is this gonna be the... Is that gonna be the hallway, thingy? The hallway, the plate that we saw, that static camera that we saw with the weird music? Console commands have something called parameters. One such parameter is -h, which will display helpful info about a command. Typing interlope with -h gives me a number. And typing it again gives a slightly smaller number. We deduce that this is a countdown to 6 AM exactly. Huh? The exact time limit or reason is not actually knowable. What? Anami simply turned off his Wi-Fi to try and capture the portal Type 5. We think someone may have suggested this to him after the first video came out. Ida? The only person I can think that could, like, contact him would be Ida. Because he experienced all this before. Turn off his Wi-Fi. Wait. Oh! Redownloading all light maps? Maybe this is where it's supposed to be implying that the Wi-Fi's off? This is so weird. This method was concealed to try and prevent the public from potentially abusing it, since the first video got a lot of attention. Oh! You could always interlope at any time. I see. So, it's not that it's a single day in November. He just made the public think that you could only access it at a certain time, so it'd be really hard for like the general populace to interlope at whenever they wanted to. What the hell? Remember Half-Life 2X?
So, ever since the whole white...
He's becoming an increasingly unreliable narrator, but the question is why he wanted to do this. Obviously, he didn't want people to interlope on their end. Is that because he discovered all this information already? And he's just kind of telling us now after all this happened so that no one else can really, like... It can't really happen to anyone else, maybe? Oh wait, this kind of broke, didn't it? Hold on. Oh, what the heck? Okay, hold on, give me a sec. Even my stuff is breaking now. Watching this, like, web series is causing my shit to break too. What the heck? There we go. Alright.
Void thing?
He just cut the internet when the weird out of the body thing happened. It looks like it. It looks like that's what he's trying to make the populace like think. But you know, in reality, he was the one that did it himself. It's not like the server cut off from his PC. Hey Jackie, thanks for clocking in.
My save game in Half-Life 2X has kind of reverted itself, if that makes sense. So here, look.
Like, even all the information he's telling us now, it's kind of like, you can't really trust him anymore. Because Skybox is telling us, like, yeah, he's obscuring information, and he's purposely, like, you know, changing information, or, like, not telling us the entire story. So even if he does, like, you know, tell us what is going on with his investigation, it's like, how can you take his word for it, you know?
If I go into load game, you can see neither of these were just like filming takes that I did, but my actual save isn't here in the load game anymore. I have to click on continue game. And so when I hit continue game now,
wasn't he still in the source void when that happened? Didn't his game like
it starts loading into water hazard.
Didn't his game get corrupted?
And then...
Oh.
I didn't bring this up in the last video because I didn't think it was really all that relevant to bring up. However...
those have some heavy implications.
Just found another little interesting thing. Watch what happens when I unplug my controller.
Please reconnect the controller and press start to continue. Oh, it's the white cube.
For some reason, unplugging the controller just spawns a cube. And the crazy thing is that this isn't the only cube spawning that's been going on recently.
Me when I ponder my cube. Is this like everywhere across his like games now? These white cubes? Strange gray cube. I'm not sure how long this has been happening. Hey, Pod. It just kind of appears sometimes in random places. And not just in Half-Life 2, it's in every sourcing game, isn't it? Oh, there it is. It's been popping up everywhere. Thanks for clocking in, pod. It doesn't seem to do anything or have any kind of special interactions. It just is like a simple featureless cube that acts like a physics prop. No sounds, no reaction to damage, no special functions or logic. When you try to examine the cube further, oh! The game crashes. Maybe the cube is Sky Ghost. Using developer mode, we can get our one hint as to what this cube is. Prop physics. Model. The fact that say sourcebox.mdl. Mass 20 kilogram and a 44-pound dog. What I'm getting from this is that it says sourcebox.mdl. Don't trust Anomidae? I can't trust him at all, yeah. He might be hiding stuff like even in this video. The more this video goes on, the more we're gonna see that the Project Skybox Collective is probably gonna start poking holes through all of his stories. But what is it all for?
Honestly, at this point, I just don't even know. Like, yeah, we have a lot of pieces here now, a lot of things that we can put together. But again, the full picture here just doesn't make sense, and there's just no way, realistically, to connect all of this together.
I feel like this is gonna lead into his next ARG once Interloper finishes.
Which is frustrating. Because I wanted to be able to end this series on some kind of note. But maybe this is just something that's not really solvable anymore. Maybe we're missing context or a bigger picture. Because frankly speaking, this is incredibly frustrating. And honestly, I'm kind of just done.
You've forgotten how long this video is? This video is 2 hours long.
I don't know how to end this video. So, I'm sending this to you
Me?
with a couple little B-roll files and a couple little notes.
He's sending this to
I think
Skybox
beyond this point,
Collective,
just
Project Skybox.
maybe 5 more minutes of some explanation, some text, and more or less just kind of getting to the point that, more or less, you know, I don't think there's really many other places for us to go with this. I think I'm ready to move on, is what I'm getting at.
He says that when there's more than an hour left in this
so
video.
I can't even look at this video edit anymore. I don't want to think about this anymore. I just want to be done with it. Because there's nothing for us here.
The end!
There's
That's
nothing
it, guys.
for us.
Placeholder.
So I'm done.
We'll see about that. Alright, Project Skybox, show us the goods. Searching in the Dark, Episode 5, Example C. Anomaly leaving out an explanation of why he used GM Construct Save for his exploration. His GM Construct Save.
This one. I wanted to try using this one Sorry.
Did he get corrupted?
No, I just haven't opened this in a long time. Because this save is actually a really old one.
What?
That I've kept on a hard drive for a long time.
Is he connected to Ida Mona? Maybe? This is your group middle school group, right? This is like an old GM, probably like a Gmod 9 save, probably. Thank you for the follow, Dark Hydra. Welcome in.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was me and a small group of friends, but mostly me and
Spice
exactly.
Nice. Spice Nice. That's a new name. Spice Nice. This is not
together
mentioned.
a
This
lot
is
of
not
things ourselves.
inside the video itself in 5.
I built a park.
How's my day? I'm being spooked by Gmod
Yeah.
horror stuff right now.
A lot of memories. We spent a lot of time here. Not even just building, just like since we just talk all the time as well. And,
It will probably get spookier, yeah.
you know, I kind of have this theory, okay, that like if stuff is getting into the source void, okay, then like how long, we still don't really know how it happens, right?
I wonder who L is.
And so I'm wondering,
Maybe that's his
Like-
skybox contact.
how long ago did stuff start getting in? That's what I want to find out.
Is it slightly sped up? No. It looks like it's normal. It seems normal. Planning to upgrade your you can upgrade your PS5? Anomidae had other intentions in mind while investigating Interloper, which he has kept out of the Interloper videos, out of the public eye. I like the idea of him investigating Interloper while just playing in GM Construct. I don't think he was investigating Interloper. Oh, you mean like, oh, I see what you mean. Like, this is the footage that was not seen, like, in his episode 5 video. But yeah, he was just kind of like talking to someone in, I guess, his skybox contact, and then he tested out, I guess, something in episode, I forgot what it was in episode 5 he tested out, but he was testing something out, and that's why like it was like, I guess, mentioned here. Essentially, he has been working silently on his own behind the scenes investigation. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I don't see why that's, I get why, I guess the collective would be kind of upset with him that he had his own investigation going on in the background, but I don't see how that would be controversial unless his own investigations found something. Like he found something that he was hiding from the Skybox collective.
Oh. Hello again, old friend.
Jeff. Oh. Oh, that's the cube map. Or cube. That's the gray
I
cube.
hate this cube.
Oh.
What? It just crashed my game when I shot it.
Where else? Where else have we seen a prop inside a game being smacked around until like the game got corrupted? It was that Idamona video. There was that Idamona video of him smacking a can for a long time until basically his entire game got corrupted. I remember that. And that was, I think, I don't remember the context behind that, but I do remember like his game crashed during that time.
Okay. So it turns out there is a way to reproduce the crash.
It's been the
It's the
VOD,
cube.
probably, yeah.
Now, I don't understand why exactly. If I shoot the cube, you know, it just gets shot. Okay. But for some reason, if I use the op,
It crashes. Oh my god.
boom, it just immediately crashes the game. And so I've been dealing with lots of random crashing and instability with my source games recently. I just keep crashing all the time when I have Sourcebox open.
Why do you have
And I
Sourcebox
thought
open?
that it was just something about the way they interact was causing
Oh, so you can do it.
instability.
Wait, what?
But
He says he's done with the investigation, but he still has Sourcebox open and on the side because he wants to see what happens with the games when it interacts with Sourcebox. Which means he's not actually done, which means that it still lives rent free inside his head.
now I'm curious.
It could be the bullet penetration. Maybe, but like, what would that...
All right. Yeah, so
Why
I'm
is
kind of
the
just
op?
trying any weapon I can think of in basically any game. Like, I thought that the op in Counter-Strike was causing the crash because of the damage or something, but like, I haven't
No clicked
gotten
inside the box,
any other
and the
sniper
game
rifle to
crashed.
do it.
So it's anything that basically can penetrate the box, I guess. The op is, I guess the op is strong enough for it's like, because it does that inside the game, right? But is there another game? There's no other weapon that causes like bullet penetration?
Explosives, bombs, high power weapons, just like whatever I can think of. I can't get anything else to trigger the crash except the AWP, and only in Counter-Strike Source.
Only in CSS. Well, yeah, it's source. Oh,
All right, check this out.
sniper? Oh, what the hell?
So if there were any doubts that Sourcebox is indeed what's causing this to happen, there's the proof right there. Although,
Wait, what did he do? He just spawned another cube?
I don't exactly get... Alright, check this out. So if there were any doubts that Sourcebox
He spawned a
is
cube
indeed
on his own.
causing this to happen, there's the proof right there.
Does that mean something inside
Although-
Sourcebox is clicking that square
I
box?
don't exactly get why it's spawning a second one.
Hmm. What if we brought the cube
Honestly, I've basically just been spending the last couple of days
like
just
into
playing
the source
Garry's
void?
mod, trying to find more crashes. And I've tried all sorts of add-ons, like this goofy admin gun.
The admin gun.
But so far, I've only found 2 new methods to get the cube to crash the game.
The physics engine over there. The prop engine.
The first one is actually kind of obvious. Just wacky physics.
So yeah, makes sense. That's not true for like any like prop in general on. Yeah. You can do that like normally for anything inside the source
And
engine.
the other way is this very specific add-on pack called G-Bombs. If you spawn a hydrogen bomb, specifically the hydrogen bomb for some reason, I don't know why, but this one also does the trick.
Hmm. Oh my god.
So that's kind of funny.
Maybe it's because like that weapon specifically like hits everything inside the map, including whatever's inside the cube.
So if anyone wonders why I'm not going to test this in an actual multiplayer server,
When'd you get banned?
it's because Sourcebox has an aimbot.
Oh, yeah, he would get banned.
Yeah, it causes my aim to lock on to the cube, as well as just whatever other entities are nearby. Like, I'm willing to do a lot of things to investigate,
But getting his Steam account vac banned, that's a bit too much.
but I'm not risking a VAC ban. So,
Alternatively, what you could do is make an alt, and then do that like in a multiplayer game. But that might also cause like people to also get like in trouble. Because if someone gets vac banned for cheating in like a competitive game, then everyone who was inside that game, their rank goes back to before that game specifically. So you could actually de-rank. That has happened to
okay,
me before.
See this? Yeah, this is the Half-Life 2 Xbox emulator. Now, how do you think I managed to do this? So the big thing that I discovered, do you remember all of those crashes that were happening related to the cube? Well, it turns out those weren't crashes. What I discovered is that it wasn't just like crashing to crash. It turns out it was trying to send the data somewhere. If that
Somewhere.
makes sense. And I figured out where.
F-Sky?
So if you have the Half-Life 2 Xbox window open and you cause a cube crash, the game crashes, obviously. But what happens next is that if you have the Xbox window open, the little spinning cube, when you have the controller not plugged in,
stops?
Stops. So I thought, okay, that's kind of curious. Well, if I go back to Sourcebox and I click on the sphere,
Xbox
look at
crashes?
what happens inside of Half-Life 2 Xbox.
Render. Oh, it's doing a render. Or no.
So you can see now why I call this
It's not a render. Wait, that's actually like real time. The water is moving.
cube capture. So it seems like we're getting back into the source void, just kind of like we were previously. Although the big issue now is that we don't have a Gordon Freeman, so
Why don't you just reconnect?
I can't really seem to control anything,
Oh,
even if I plug the controller back in.
He's stuck. Wait. Oh, wait. I know this perspective. This is the perspective of the cube when it crashed in Garry's mod, because it's stuck between those two physics objects. I think. Maybe the cube is like a camera or like even a player character. Hey Fab, thanks for clocking in.
It doesn't seem to really do anything. But aside from that, this is very interesting, is it not? And you might be wondering...
Oops. Oh shit. My bad. Whew. That was close. If I accidentally skipped to like a part that was a spoiler, I would have lost my mind. Okay, where was it? We're like at... Here we go.
Fucking no. I've just been trying random things probably for the past month or so, and I've only just now found the right combination of weird anomalies and effects. You would not believe the kind of things that I was trying just the other day. I even had somebody over at my house.
Somebody.
And she kind of saw what I was doing.
Messing
around with a cube inside my video game, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Spice? Spice Nice? I think that's what she was called. Spice Nice? Maybe it's that person.
I was like, "Oh, it's just a little game thing. Not a big deal."
Okay, maybe not.
I find it funny.
If it was Spice Nice, she would know what Garry's mod is, but she didn't. So maybe someone else.
Because if she knew how much time I've been spending on this,
What's this? It's a
I'm pretty
ARG.
certain that she would like give me an actual intervention. But yeah, in terms of what to do next, it's...
Oh, thanks for hawking in, Dirt. See, you mess with like so much weird shit inside the game. It's really funny. So, for some reason to me. This is exactly like something that someone would do inside Garry's mod when they're really bored and they're trying to crash the game through physics alone. Like, you would see someone do this inside a sandbox server trying to crash the server. I've seen some people try to do this inside a sandbox server. Oh. Oh! Wait, that sound. That was the ringing sound. That was the interloper ringing sound. Which means someone's watching him. Someone must be watching him. Oh.
Thank you for writing concern. Of course, your question touches on one of the basic biological impulses, with all its associated hopes and fears for the future of the species. I also detect some unspoken questions.
What are we doing right now? We're investigating someone telling us a story about a weird thing going on inside the source engine. The key map testing spheres are throwing me off because I have no idea what the implications are just yet. So he spawned it in. Oh, is he gonna make another source machine? Inside the source void? Oh, he is. This is exactly what I was like thinking. Throw one of the source cubes into like the source void. So what's gonna happen? He's gonna make like a physics engine thingy, and then
It does work.
he's making a pinhole camera, I think. Oh my god, the pinhole camera is coming back into play. Wait, no. No, he's not doing a pinhole camera. I mean, it is a camera. He's gonna send this contraption into the source void, and he can see possibly what is inside the source void now, since that cube causes like whoever. You can actually see inside like the darkness with that thing. Wait, what's he doing with that? Weight tool. Oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
Again, this is something that I would do in Sandbox. Is he trying to make it crash out in the void, maybe? Oh, nice. Oh! So the fizz gun cannot interact with stuff outside the source void. So what he basically did was that he made it so that like the physics engine would clip outside the map so that he could send it into the void. Oh, goodbye.
Oh. Well, this design sucks.
It was worth a try. Alright, do it. What?
You ever wonder what Portal would be like if the engineer from TF2
He's
was
back.
here?
Oh, he's back in the source void. He's using characters from different games back in the source void.
Well, what if we also brought along
This is so funny.
Gordon Freeman?
It's so stupid, but so funny.
Yeah, so I haven't talked in a while, but I've made some pretty major breakthroughs over here over the past couple weeks.
Dude, if someone like came into the stream, which people already have, like wondering what the fuck was going on with any context, they would be so lost.
It's hard to explain. I'll have to explain it
I
all
have
to you
context. I
later.
still have no idea what the fuck is
But
going
for the
on.
most part, I think that potentially we could plan another expedition. You know, this might be a good idea to include in Interloper F potentially. You know, getting like one final exploration in before we kind of call it done. Let me know what you think.
He keeps saying he's done with the investigation. This is like 10th time, man. I'm done with this investigation! But actually, Anomi recorded this clip but never sent it to us. In fact, Anomi didn't record much between this clip and the last. So we're not 100% sure how he managed to trap Interloper and X-Emu. We think he may have used a physics device via Garry's mod and detonated the cube near the Interloper. He caught the Interloper in the Xbox emulator by detonating a... oh my god, that's the hydrogen bomb! Oh! Wait, that engine right here, that's the hydrogen bomb that we saw earlier. What the fuck? The only proof we have of this is an 88-minute recording of the source box tracker. After 80-ish minutes of Anomie using the command over and over, the entity sits in place for a while. Up until something comes into view. What the hell? Isn't that the compass? That's the... Oh. Yeah, get jump scared, idiot. By a cube, idiot. Wait, isn't that source box application? It is. What? What the fuck? Hi, Kira. Welcome in. Hey, Turbo. Wait, is this implying that inside the source void he found the actual source box application in the source void? Interloper C. The sky crash incident. Example D. Leaving an important finding out of the footage. This is the part where the entity was pointing toward that that building, but we couldn't get to it because it was too far up.
Huh? Wait, is that? No way.
Wait, this wasn't here before? Wait, we didn't see this before?
How the fuck?
What is that? Bro forgot to install Shield Source. You can tell because of the broken textures.
I might be crazy or something, but it looks like a TF2 map I used to play on all the time back when I was in like middle and high school.
Isn't it a crowbar? Then you forgot to install Half-Life 2, I guess.
It's like a special TF2 server or something.
But that he used to play on.
It's called Axles. It's quite a blast from the past I wasn't expecting. That's...
Wait. Oh!
Oh!
What the fuck?
Oh shit, another one.
He left the shit out?
I don't think I've seen this thing
So he
in
did manage to get inside here.
almost a decade now?
God, seeing this shit like an Xbox, I mean,
love this
how
server.
did he input? Oh my god, dude, how's he doing this? How did he manage to port like a TF2 map inside Half-Life 2 Xbox emulation? What the hell?
Yeah, the whole joke was... Wait.
Wait, there's someone there.
I used to do that. Is that? No way. Is that a yellow tassel cap?
Who is that? It's a scout. Yo, sup? Yo, sup? Wait!
Oh my God.
This is like another one of those NPCs. This is like that NPC that we saw in that one other map when he was going through when he was going through all the maps escaping from that interloper guy.
Is that me?
How are ya? Got a mic. He's calling himself a slur.
Oh my God, it was me. That is me. Yeah, I was a little bit of a shithead back then.
Barn blitz, please. Barn blitz, please.
God. I used to do this. I used to wait on the server doing this after finishing my math homework.
Wait.
I just hop around until other people got on.
What? How is it capturing? How did it capture all of this stuff then?
So my suspicions were true.
Suspicion? What?
It's memories that are out here.
Memories? We suspect that this discovery was truly what set Anami off to his own investigations, which we believe was his main motivation for withholding his capture of Interloper. How the hell? So, memories. I don't think it's memories specifically that is inside the source void. It's probably more like... man, how do you... It's probably like more like scenes that people have like done inside Source Engine games that were like, captured somehow through like demo footage or otherwise, with maybe or without their consent. And it's captured here like over and over again inside the source void, in different settings in different areas. So it's not settings, or it's not memories per se, but it's more like actual like physical like, you know, recordings, physical like scenes, I guess. Yeah, demo recordings. So that's what he means by memories. Hi, JT. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. He wasn't really interested in a 5th expedition. He wanted to find something. Please don't draw a penis. You're better than that. You're better than that. Okay, so he put his spray on, a custom spray.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, what the... What? Okay, I see. He threw the cube outside of the bounds of the game, outside the bounds of the map, so it's technically outside the map now. The ringing. Wait! I know what that means! That's the ringing sound. Oh my god, is that Sky Ghost? That's an that's the SOS, isn't it? That's the sound it makes when it was like drowning for a second. It was trying to call for help, I think. Maybe. Yeah, it's trying to communicate somehow.
1.
Let's get him!
So he spawned the cube in here. Maybe it's gonna use, he's gonna use the cube to like interact with the controller somehow? Oh right, because they can't pick it up. You can't pick up cubes inside TF2. Or physics objects inside TF2. Gotta sleep, things are dropping by, Gribby.
Sound list. Pick up.
What the hell?
Angry.
It was a code?
Die.
Spray inputs? What?
Oh, no shit.
What?
Really?
This is still inside the emulator,
God.
right? No, this is inside a demo. Tab 7 demo, right?
A month of trying things, and that's what you have to do, huh? I suppose it means I was right to begin with. Kinda acts like a discriminator. Well, holy sh...
Hey, you don't wanna curse on video, you don't want that demonetization. It's hacks! The Gmod Idiot Box! Oh my god.
Lamar, heavy, no! Lamar, heavy, no!
Wait! Oh, okay, I see what's going on now. He is putting these sprays in, and then on the Xbox emulator, when he does whatever magic, like, black magic doohickey stuff he's doing, he can physically interact with the spray? In a 3D environment? What? That can't be true. No, hold on. No fucking way.
Lamar, heavy, no!
This is just surreal.
What is... What? Who the hell is that?
This is like Mario 64 logic.
I think I understand what's going on. So what's happening? What's happening, from my understanding, I'm not gonna look at chat because I want to like see if I can theorize this on my own. I think what's happening is that the image that is being input into the source engine, it's being rendered. It's being rendered somehow, kind of, like through that input, that weird input that you see on the right side, that we saw on the right side of the screen with the sky cubes, the cube maps, and then the output is something akin to, like, I guess the equivalent would be kind of like an AI video, but like back then in like 2000, early 2000s. Because it's like rendering an entire scene as a movie, but the difference between like an AI video and this is that it's like a fully interactable like scene you can play in, which is just insane. Oh my god. Also, thank you for the 30 bits unnatural. Read from Dynasty Wars Advance. I haven't played Dynasty Wars. Is that Shugi Liang? Oh my god, it is. Maybe I will play Dynasty War Advance, who knows?
It's like stepping into a photograph.
Is he pointing? That's actually so fucking cool, though. Because you could potentially take any image, not even like a source game image, but like any image from anything, and you can put it into like the source magic machine, and then you can make it play out as an actual 3D interactable cutscene inside source. That is actually insane. We don't even have tech right now that we can do for something like that. Cool. I would not. I will. Oh. Oh shit! What the fuck? Why did that scare me? It wasn't even that scary. That's literally what happens if you die. But I just wasn't expecting the fucking jump cut. But yeah, we were Alex for some reason. God, that actually like got my heart racing. All right, let's see. Screenshot from Garry's mod. Anomalies personal 2.png. Personal. Okay, I'm getting a little bit worried here because there's a lot of implications that can be done with this type of tech right now. This is like he went from like, you know, an experiment to like something from a shitpost to something a bit more personal. So I think at some point he might try to render something from his memories from like a screenshot that he wants to revisit it again, but it might have some pretty bad implications. It might not turn out the way he wants. The monkey paw curls. What the hell?
Wow. This is actually incredible.
Oh, Jesus, man.
This is one of the oldest screenshots I have on my computer. So long ago, I don't even remember the name of this map.
Does it render stuff? It's Fizz House by Nyko18.
Yet here I am.
Wait, did it? What the fuck? How is it rendering stuff outside the screenshot? Okay, I could understand the like game like making a render of like what it thinks to be like a 3D space from the screenshot alone. I don't see how it could render the entirety of like the map itself from the screenshot unless it's extracting like metadata or something like that. I just hope it doesn't like render something like when you render something that's not going to be source, you're going to see some scary shit, I can already tell.
What a blast. How's this map was always so glitchy.
It's an
Every
actual
time I loaded the
memory?
map, I had to stand still for a little while.
How the fuck is the source engine rendering memories?
So that I could, because my computer was so slow at the time.
Unless at this point we're like in the part of the ARG where it's beyond the scope of like reality and what is physically possible, and it's delving to something a lot more personal. Because if you think about it, like a lot of ARGs kind of go down that path, right? It goes from something like seemingly realistic, something that could technically happen, to something becoming a lot more personal story, being told to us from the perspective of the protagonist. So I think we're at that point now. Yeah, he's really, really emotional right now about like just revisiting all these old maps from his childhood, which is really
You know, I wonder where,
pretty touching.
Oh.
What?
Oh, there you are.
What?
Oh.
I can't tell what that is.
Alright.
What? Is that a person? Model? Half-Life 2 SIGGRAPH 2000 demo. Okay. So this is we're going back into like full-on Half-Life 2 beta territory now.
Okay.
Hey, Marsby.
So, I guess Half-Life 2 beta screenshots don't really seem to work. I guess that makes sense.
Is it because he has no memory of playing it?
Like, that kind of implies then that there's like an early cutoff then for its memory.
Its memory.
So I
Its memory or your memory?
guess stuff like this is just too old. I could probably figure out when the cutoff is exactly. The only problem is this process takes too long.
Yeah, doesn't it take like 6 to 12 hours?
So maybe I'd rather not.
Of course he does. I like how like he's trying, well, I guess in terms of like the actual story, they're trying to make it so that like you're kind of playing like what is essentially your memories of playing these types of games. All the way back in like 2005, 2006 even. Including like the crispy like 180p-esque graphics right here. Or whatever like lowest graphics are.
It's just it's also
It's
so
basically
well
Mario 64.
preserved. Well, kind of.
Is that Matrix? That was the Matrix.
It's so interesting. Oh. I think that's me. Yeah, that's me. Because I was an admin on this server. Really shouldn't have been. I think I was like, it's like 13
Dark
years old or
RP.
something.
I don't know anything much about Dark RP since I didn't mess with the Dark RP that too
Wow.
much.
It's been so long. Yeah, walking around it again. I can practically smell like I used to play this.
I could smell the
Cup of hot
roses.
cocoa
Oh, okay, yeah, that
during
makes more sense.
Christmas. Oh, this guy. This guy was really annoying. Always hoarding his guns.
It's Grigori. Player Grigori. Oh.
It's so unreal.
Actually, it's Source, not Unreal. But I can understand the, I can understand why that'd be a bit blurry.
So, unfortunately, the thing I'm trying to look for, I don't have a screenshot anywhere. So,
Hey, Garland.
I'm trying my best just to kind of remember.
It's like that one Roblox
roughly
tale
what
of
it
someone
looked
writing
like.
notes in their own server. I wouldn't doubt if like Roblox had their own ARG stuff. The only thing I'm aware of, because it like got so popular, it got into like the outside the Roblox community, was that one dress up game. There's this one dress up game that you can play on Roblox, where on its surface, it looks like a normal dress up game, right? But supposedly like everyone there except for like a few couple of people are all like bots. And if you dive deeper into the actual game itself, it turns out like there's a whole ass very very dark, very creepy story about the dangers of like child like pageants and even like child grooming. It's really really dark. It's told really nicely. It's also pretty spooky, surprisingly, for like a Roblox game. That also kind of reminds me of like something I guess similar to that, but Roblox form.
I've just been spending the last couple of days drawing castles. Although so far none of them have really gotten any hits. I'm gonna see if I can. I feel like I just need to get kind of close. I don't need to be.
Oh. 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 Thank you for the follow, Galaxy Turtle. Yeah, the ARG. So, the ARG is less about now the idea of, you know, the interconnected source void engine stuff, and more just about like, I guess, a personal story from Anomidae, like in universe Anomidae, not like, you know, the actual Anomidae, but yeah, it's interesting. You do kind of lose that, I guess, sense of, yeah, this could actually happen because it's so personal at this point. But it's still like a very, very good story. I can appreciate the story for what it is. I'm gonna drink real quick. Seven? Sorry, I'm drinking my milk tea right now. Oh. What the fuck is this? This is so hazy. Wow, I love it. Hard. Thank you. Call him? I'm gonna add more rooms so we can build lots of stuff. What? Heck yeah, dude. You three. I'm kind of sleepy now. Gonna go to bed. Is this Spice Nice? Night night. Colon C. Night dude. Cafes, cafes, cafes. This is a very core memory for Anomidae. For context, Anomidae's old username was Columbide or something like that. So yeah, that was his old name then, I guess.
So I was trying to see if there was a way that I could actually like submit my own text messages, and I figured it out.
This is the stuff that he's presenting to everyone else now. All that personal stuff, his personal investigation, those are very, very like near and dear memories close to his heart. Obviously, he doesn't want to lay out his heart to like the general populace, so he would hide that from everyone. But yeah, there's a lot you can take away from that. There was someone he was very, very close to, really close to, back in I guess when he played like Garry's mod. I guess when he was like in middle school, I think, possibly middle school, maybe into high school. He did say that he talked to someone, and I think they said that name's like Spice Nice because it was in the earlier videos that he was had in. I wonder if that was just like a really close friend or someone he like really liked. I guess we'll see. Ord say hi. Ord say, can you hear me? Also, I gotta say, the way they were talking, the way that they were talking to each other, you don't say that type of stuff typically, unless you're really, really close to someone, or that's just like how you talk. I mean, it's possible for like middle school, but like, that, I think the implication was that he was very, very close to someone to be talking like that.
Huh. All right, so from
Okay. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. I don't like where this is going. Oh no, oh wait, no, 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 no. No, no, stop, stop, stop. Okay, okay, okay. You gotta stop, my guy, you gotta stop. Oh. He shouldn't have visited twice. He shouldn't be living in the past. Oh, wait, that's the... Source prop engine? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, shit. I'm gone. Tag? Oh. You just blasted your friend or self. Oh shit! That's like a... That kind of was almost like an interloper umbrella guy? Maybe like a base interloper umbrella guy? Like a beta version, maybe. I think what happened there... I think what happened there was that the Umbrella Men, or some like very early version of the Umbrella Men, obviously they don't like foreign entities inside the source void. What we're doing right now, what we're doing in that old footage, is that we're still inside the source void. It's rendering like memories from people's past. When, you know, he's staying too far into the past, or like, you know, when he's doing something that obviously is not right, I think what's happening is I think they're detecting that he's there and they're like crashing him to get him out of there, supposedly. Nanomi had a folder called Damage. It contained 4 screenshots and 1 video. What's that noise? What's that noise? That was someone... That was someone walking really close to the camera. I don't like that. Ooh. I wonder if this, like, is being taking place in, like, engine, maybe. Whatever is going on here, I don't like it. I mean, obviously because it's spooky, but it's also because it's just kind of like... What the hell? Showing that Anomidae really just cannot stop investigating, like, this obsession that he has at this point. And also, this, like, window to the past, his memories, he can actually interact with his memories. That's, like, very not good, because, you know, you need to move past. You need to move past that. He's still stuck in the past. Sometime after this recording, Anomi would personally reach out to Lucy for helping formulating a plan, though he left out how many details relating to how we got to this point. He told Lucy that the pods were preventing him from doing a void expedition. So she helped him track down the rest of the pods without telling the rest of us. What is that walking sound? So Lucy did something without the knowledge of the Skybox Collective. Because he asked her to. Oh, that's who L was, I see. Yeah. Alright. Though... the pods... Crash. The pods were interfering with the memories, I guess? My theory on the memories thing is that it's not literally memories, but rather demo recordings of every single player interaction. Yeah, that's what I thought too. They're not actual... I thought they were not actual memories, but again, just kind of like demo recordings captured. What is going on? Oh. E.T., come home! Hey, Taco. Your sons are expensive? Oh. Oh! This is what's happening when the props get, like, drawn from the source void. Remember, because we saw that in the other episodes when he was traveling through the source void? He would see all these, like, props being drawn in randomly. But with the camera, we can actually see what's going on, I guess. Thanks for clocking in, Craddock. When attacked Nomi was probe, and the probes used the Ravenholm sign. I think you can guess why he wanted to see where it went. Oh, okay. Yeah, the probes attacked him. I wonder why it was the probes specifically. Because they were kind of acting like the Umbrella Men for a second. Also, this is no longer dark, it's like very foggy and bright. What the hell? Beep? Flashlights? Who? What? Those are hands. Those are dynamic NPCs. Thanks for clocking in. Yeah, thanks for clocking in, Jessica. What the fuck? Probe? This person's making probes. From props in the source void. What? Oh shit! Ah. Ah, he wasn't sneaky enough. Oh, they figured him out. Actually freaked me. I knew that was coming. As soon as I saw that like that like weird monster thing was creating props, I knew something would like detect the camera. That was gonna happen. I just wasn't expecting it to be so jump scary. Half-Life. Alex.
Sorry. I was running out of desk space. So this is our point of interest.
Dude, I wish like VR was more accessible because I haven't played Half-Life Alex yet. And I know that Half-Life Alex is basically like a tech demo to like showcase how crazy the like VR and Source 2 can be. When did Half-Life Alex come out again? Half-Life Alex. Half-Life Alex came out 2020. It came out 5 years ago. Half-Life Alex came out 5 years ago, and it still has very, very, very impressive like tech and hardware and software. But the average like consumer still cannot really like access VR because of like the, well, accessibility of it, unfortunately. Like, it's still pretty expensive for a headset. And playing it too would require some pretty hefty tech on your side too. Yeah, 2020 was half a decade ago. Like, I really wish it was more like available. I know there's like a project going on where you can play Half-Life Alex like on PC, but it's not the same, you know. The game is meant to be played in VR. You can play it like as a single player PC game, but it's not going to be intended.
The only problem is, when we spawn in a new location,
VR user base isn't big enough for the return on investment. Exactly, but Valve and Gabe basically said that like it is meant to be an investment into new technology, which is nice. They believe that VR is very good potential for the future for gaming, but that was 5 years ago, and I feel like we have not progressed. We haven't really progressed that far with VR tech in general, unfortunately.
However, that prop trick that you suggested, I have a feeling that we can use that actually to kind
We're too invested into like these the AI thing really like just kind of became the focus of a lot of like companies for tech, specifically for tech. So VR just kind of got put to the wayside in replacement of, you know, AI focus, which is obviously, for our perspective, that is like the wrong focus. It's just complicated to make good VR stuff. Yeah, because that's not what like companies want to focus on right now. They don't believe that VR is like a good investment. Valve did, but like, if Valve is the only one that's doing that, and no other companies are kind of following suit, then it's just gonna like, you know, it's just gonna stay on the wayside, unfortunately.
figure out, roughly speaking, the trajectory.
Average
what
person
you're
can run VR,
suggesting
exactly.
Is that we can use teleporter nodes. We could use
And it's
the
very
hard hat.
nauseous too for some people. They haven't solved that problem yet. VR nausea is a very, very
Establish a
like
bunch of connection nodes.
problematic thing we haven't really solved.
I see what you're saying.
So he's spawning stuff in XEMU.
As long as our initial drop position, our DRP, as long as it's higher than the point of interest, we can verify that by using the rope trick. I mean, Source uses basic physics. You know, if we figure this out. The issue, of course, that I see is that we're not really going to know this distance.
The fix to nausea in VR is exposure.
Now, I know
Yeah,
that you were thinking
like your sea
about,
legs, getting
like,
used to on the
sending
sea.
something in. The only issue is that the POI is surrounded by a, what I'll call a prop field. We don't want to send anything too unstable in there because it's probably going to hit something and then crash.
This man is drawing on a whiteboard like it's a...
You really think that would work?
like
We
he's
might
a
actually
physicist
turn
at
out
this
to
point.
undershoot, and we're actually going to fall too far down.
He probably does have like a physics degree at this point.
So what I'm thinking we can do, actually,
I believe
we can
it.
use this one right here. We have to be pretty precise, but I feel like we actually probably could. Whatever happens, we need to make sure that this stays secure.
Why exploding barrels? Missile.
So, assuming all of this goes right, we get the teleporter set up, we have all of our relative positions, we calculate our trajectory, and assuming that we get the cube in the right spot, right here, we should be able to do it.
Okay, something's going on. I don't know what's going on, but something is. And that's music. Okay.
It should only take one shot.
This, yeah, you're right. This is kind of corny. Editing is literally just anime. It's very well edited, but oh my god, it is so corny. Really flexing his SFM chops here. What, the anime? He's using all that to locate where the probes are being made. Okay, I see.
And then we get it.
But what are they gonna do when they figure out where, like, those probes are being made? Sending the cube there? Wasn't the cube already there? I guess it's not... Oh, to shoot it? Oh, wait. Right, because I think Project Skybox said they captured the Interloper. Shimu 2. Wait. Is all this... Is all this taking place before Skybox Lucy got captured in Skybox, Project Skybox? Is this explaining how they captured Project Skybox Lucy inside the application? This is all left out. The implication is that, like, he said in the initial episodes, yeah, she was just there randomly. This is after all that. Okay, I see. Hey, Toby, welcome in. So this is after all of that. Someone here commented something funny that will about to become a reality. At this point, this shit is so batshit insane, like, anything that anyone says probably will happen inside here. Thanks for clocking in, Toby. Umbrella? Wait, what? Wait! Oh, what? Okay, hold on. Rewind. What the fuck? What? Did I just miss something? I feel like I just blinked, and I missed like an entire fucking scene. What the? There's no way. Shimu 2? This is Umbrella Man. Why are we playing as Umbrella Man? There's the probes. These are all the NPCs that get like twisted whenever the Umbrella Man interacts with them. The Item Machinima channel? I don't think I did. I just saw whatever was on this main channel. I know that like Item Mona did their own investigations. Red light. Oh. I don't cut. Oh, okay, okay. I thought they were gonna blue ball us for a second. Are we still perspective of like item or Anomidae? How did we end up playing as the Umbrella Man? Unless he did that thing where like he just takes a screenshot and then he just plays it from the source magic. Hmm. No one knows why he is also the Umbrella. Okay. There's the hand. Oh. Ah.
There you are.
It's her. She's back. JP. Who are you? What is your name? Is it Olive? What?
Hello, Dr. Freeman.
What?
Restricted incursion in progress.
She's contacting. They're communicating.
Going so well.
We did it. We actually managed to talk to the freaking like AI inside the machine. Isn't it the flash nuke? What?
Apply, apply, apply. Apply. Apply.
What? Wait, that's the attack command that he was gonna use on the Interloper Ghost. Why is he using on the Sky Ghost? Oh shit. Did he just kill the Sky Ghost? Are you for real, dude? What the fuck did you do to the emulator? Yeah, clean up the mess we made. Dude, it was trapped? You know, that thing I spent like 2 weeks helping you do? Doesn't matter, we caused this, I fixed it, that's it. You killed a sentient being, my guy. Yeah, but you went back behind my back. Why are you acting so dramatic over this? You're just doing shit on your own at this point, just wasting our time, dude. Due to these events and the evidence presented, we will not be working with Anomie on this investigation topic any further. We no longer believe this investigation is viable anymore, so we will not be pursuing this any further. Thank you for your understanding, PSB, Project Skybox. Thank you for the clocking in, Velengo. Well, final transmission. So, if you think about it, what this man did specifically was that he used, oh my god, this is kind of he used basically the resources of this entire collective, all these people, like their brain power and like their machines and resources, to like do his own investigation. And once they figured out like that they got used, they said fuck you and left. Wow. Anomadae is kind of a, he's something. He's a piece of work. That's what he is. Is that him? The Interloper Investigation has been a failure. After 4 years of research, the investigation has fallen apart. But where exactly did everything go wrong? Capturing Skyghost, the Tuesday incident, the Void exploration? My first capture? No, if you ask me, the point where it all went wrong was in the very first episode. I told you all that this was random gameplay, but I lied. This was one of the first demos I ever generated, and I instantly recognized what this was. What? It might have been around 2009. Me and my cousin... He knew this entire time! We're sitting in a dark room on a warm summer night trying to play Half-Life 2 on an old, crappy controller we found in a garage. For some reason, watching this demo brought me back to that past. And I got to relive a fond memory from my childhood. But only for a moment. Wait! Are all demos connected to his own past? Ever since then, I've had a theory that the Interloper servers might be containing memories of our collective past. Moments lost to time now, preserved somewhere in the near infinite dark void of Source. So much of my life possibly out there, and I might be able to preserve it, and not just that, but a new opportunity to interact with the players and friends that have been forgotten in time. Players we cannot meet ever again. What I failed to understand was that by trying to peer into the void, my efforts to search through it was causing irreversible damage. Because the only way to peer into the void was to become part of it, and in doing so, ask for my influence deep inside of it. Even after removing Skyghost, I still cannot be certain that my damage has been... Whip? What? My damage has been wiped away. Perhaps a complete collapse of the void is still inevitable, but maybe not. Maybe it'll recover. Maybe someone who understands these servers will intervene and repair it. Maybe some memories can remain in peace here, undisturbed, remaining as they were. Even if they cannot be viewed by us on the outside. But we know it wasn't just me that had interacted with this world. Others have interacted with and interfered with the F-sky void as well, probably spreading their own influence. And it was all because of the original Interloper command and the exploit that comes with using it. Interloper is like a wide open door, which allowed the outside world to seep in. So after 20 years, I decided to deal with this problem at last. I closed it. You closed the door. So by flash nuking Sky Ghost, the assumption is that he managed to, I guess, stop the command from I know some of you will be upset at me for making this decision, but I've come to understand that this world just means too much to me. I don't want to see it all lost to chaos. To protect our memories, our hopes, and those who are not with us anymore. To the other investigators, to Project Skybox, and to the audience, I'm sorry. There is no guarantee, typo, that my actions here will protect this place forever. Maybe months, years, or decades from now, someone else will come across this place again, somehow. Maybe Interloper will return, or maybe a new exploit will be found. If that person is you, please take my advice. Be careful, and tread lightly, because we are not welcome here. Ah, he did the thing, he said the thing! Welcome! You're not welcome here! This marks the end of my investigation. For now. But there's just one more thing. This. What is this? And how can I possibly find out? Well, despite everything, the server's still up. So, what if... This man cannot... He just cannot... He just can't stop investigating! Oh my god, he's trapped in here, man. I want to try something new. I want to try some new codes. If I don't get it in... Tadsy! That was that guy. Try... sound, radio, play, voice, and say. Sound, radio, play, voice, say. He says he's done with the investigation. He said that like 4 times in this video alone. Somehow I think that even if there is a new protagonist in like the new series, we still might see Anomidae return in some fashion. I don't think he'll ever be truly like free of this place.
1.
Please input a file. shortly after the server began rendering frames, the frames were produced as a jumbled mess of data. We tried our best to clean it up. Here is the final transmission from Sky Ghost, from the void. Ah! Smooth movement? Gordon? I wonder what Sky Ghost was trying to communicate, really. Was it a warning? Were they just trying to talk to someone? Were they just lonely? In the end, we never really could truly communicate with Sky Ghost. Riposo skill issue. Can't listen to me? Skill issue. Hey, Momo. Yeah, it's the Interloper finale. What the fuck? What? I feel like this compass is kind of important because it's kind of showing the direction that you're being, like, taken into the void. Like, you could probably map out, after everything, all the info we've been given, you could probably map out where you're being taken to. I think that's why that's there. Nice music. What the heck? Umbrella Man! Face? Person? Ah! Ah, that's the mall from his memories. Ah, rendering. Is this like basically everything that we've seen over the entire course of the series, I guess? That's the QMAC exam, I think. The QMAP exam. I think that's another Umbrella Man. Yep. Crashed? Fizz gun. Music is very, very nice. Very cool. There's the Combine model. Wait, what the fuck? It's so low quality, but I feel like we've seen some of these videos and we haven't seen some of these videos. Ah, it's the cone. hell is that? What? Kettle? Teapot? Okay. Leaving this series with more questions than answers, but it's ended at least. It's more than we can say with a lot of ARGs, I guess. Hey, Terrence. Interloper. A priest, a reverend, and a preacher walk into a bar. They say, ow. A horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, what a long face. By Anomidae. Well, it's over. At least, this series is over. Until we get some more, there were still a couple of loose ends. Right? There's a couple of loose ends that are still unanswered, as far as, like, you know, what it all meant. But I'm sure we'll get, like, some more answers to that in the sequel series. I don't understand a lot of the journey. I think unless you're well ingrained into, like, the community, for them to, like, theory craft and everything, it's all just kind of meant to be open-ended, maybe. There's already a teaser for the second part. I can probably look into it. Big fan of the music, by the way. Please, more ARGs implement like jungle and breakcore into your songs, into your soundtracks. He chose the method of accessing the memories to rest because he realized that interacting with them only taint them. He wanted them to be preserved. He chose to end it because it's better to let the dead rest. That's good and all. See, I would believe that if he just did not have this constant... His fatal flaw is that he just cannot leave, like, things alone. He has this obsession with this, like, whatever this is, the source void, the sky ghost, everything like in there. He says he closed it off, but I still don't think we've seen the last of Anomidae. He will probably return in some fashion, in some form, in the sequel series. This series is so nice. I like all the drawings. This is a cool way to like showcase like all your supporters, Patreon supporters. Many people have tried or succeed to access what he was trying to close off. I just wonder what he was, I wonder what his, what that message that Sky Ghost left behind was. I'm not going to help you, but be careful, you must do this. I live it alone. So did Ida! Ida also, like, did his own investigations and then was, like, just kind of left. But he came back for Anomidae to just, like, give him some very vague information. And then also left. Alright, guys, don't worry. we'll have like 4 different video essays on this entire ARG like appear like in probably the next couple of months. I know, what's his name? The What Show? The What Show does an entire, like... He does an entire series of video essay series on this show, so... we can look forward to, like, you know, him and probably a bunch of other people, like, covering this when it comes out. Ida's a bit more mentally insane than Anomidae. For Ida, it was kind of like he had this supernatural inclination that he thought was going on with the Source Void. Anomi was a lot more scientific method-ish to a degree, but he still also like did some things that were not objective, you know, obviously. Thank you for watching. Should check the Ida channel. Maybe sometime in the future. Thank you for the follow, Venyi. Thank you. Try to decapitate a DM NPC. I think Anomi also did that. He drowned Sky Ghost. He drowned Sky Ghost for like a couple of days, weeks on end, I think. I remember that specifically. The end. Oh, I just realized that's the compass, I think. Oh. Skybox.
I have been investigating this really weird source engine rabbit hole called Interloper.
Oh my god. the fan art! Funky, holy.
You see this?
Dude, this is the remix. This is awesome. The editing is like insane. What is that large? Source 2. Right, he didn't do this in Source Filmmaker. He probably did this in Source 2. Because he said this was made in Source 2. Dude, we get ARGs. We got whole ass fucking Source ARGs in Source 2 before we get video games in Source 2. Fucked up, man. This is fucked up. Dude. The Doom Interloper goes pretty fucking hard. The Deadlock Interloper.
Excuse me.
Was that Homestuck?
That wasn't the end of the demo.
No one knows how to make a game in Source 2. Still being on Sandbox, by the way. Where the fuck is Sandbox?
That's great.
He modded Source Filmmaker. He modded Source Filmmaker to make his own, like, ARG about Source. The Source engine. That is so in-universe. That's so in character.
Be safe.
Where'd it go?
I love how much fan art and memes are like ingrained into this series. It's a shame that I never got fully like into, I guess, the community, because there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love like put into this series, and also a lot of love from the fans themselves. Goodbye, Gordon Freeman. Oh, hello. Green? Hey, that was a... I wonder if that was a Clover Pit reference, maybe. Because in Clover Pit... Oh no. Ah, no! Ah, his cat! Thank you for the years of hard work. I miss you, dude. We always finish these together. Love you, man. Always. Ah! R.I.P. Bubby. Created with Source Filmmaker. I haven't slept in 28 hours. Yeah, that was a amazing series. Super cool. I mean, I just kind of consumed the series as it was. I didn't look into any of the side projects. I didn't like join the community Discord and try to piece together everything. So obviously, I'm just taking this like as a as like it was made to present it to be for the general populace. I'm sure like if you were part of the community solving like all these riddles and joining the games and trying to figure everything out, it would have been like super amazing. I'm probably sure there's probably some videos of people like, you know, trying to solve all of these. Probably a lot. I am looking forward to whatever Anomidae has to offer for their next couple of stuff. Wanderstuck. Scout. Yes, I see. I don't understand a thing. The language he invented? Okay, so we're not deciphering this shit. Unless it's like a one-to-one cipher. Like one letter means one letter in a different language. Umbrella? Umbrella notice. Umbrella spotted. The glasses too! Yeah, this is a straight up sequel. Wanderstuck. Cool. I can't... It's a cool series, but... I can't take the stuck part seriously because... when I see stuck as part of like a name, I think of like Homestuck and I think of all the other like ALs or whatever they're called, the alternate AUs, the AUs that everyone does in Homestuck. I that's just kind of brain rot from me, I guess. Thanks for clocking in, nerd. Skybox! It continues. Skybox. They said Skybox too. We know you guys love Skybox. Bringing it back. All right. Well, that was cool. God damn, that was a long series, but amazing, super fucking cool. I love that series. I love this series. Definitely might check out like the maybe the side projects too, because if the Wanderstuck series is gonna be a continuation, then I probably should check out some of the context for it behind all that stuff, item machinima, and all the other like backstory stuff. I'm sure like if I consume that, then the main story would be a little bit more easier to understand. But I think I got the gist of it for the most part. You can probably check out the Project Skybox page for some extra content. It's like 3 pages. I'll probably do that when I check out the item machinima stuff. I might do that, but between, I guess, Wanderstuck. What I might do is that if Wanderstuck is like, you know, a good hefty amount to like consume, I'll watch it like immediately. But if it's only like, you know, 10-15 minute like, you know, episodes or whatever, then I might wait for like a couple of episodes to release. And while that's going on, we'll like check out like all the item machinima stuff and all the Project Skybox stuff, because it's all interconnected, isn't it? I gonna dip. Have a good stream, bro. Thanks for dropping by, Meanie. It's gonna be in a month. A month is a while? I don't think a month is a while. Okay, 6 months is a hefty amount. That is a pretty good amount of time. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, maybe like a year, maybe like 2 years or so. But this was 2 years or two years ago. This was 2 months ago. This is down below, 2 months ago. So we'll just wait and see, I guess. I'm sure everyone else in the community is just like waiting for the next project to come out. I can't wait for it. That'll be exciting. All right, so that was cool. I love that, but I want to do some gaming now. So I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but I also gotta get some more drink, and I got to use the restroom real quick. So give me a second. What do I want to do between these two? Let's do... Well, okay, I know what to do. I've decided. But I will be right back, guys, so give me 1 second. Or, I mean, a couple of minutes, and we'll return with some gaming.